Hey YouTube fragrance family, how's everybody doing? Hopefully you're doing well today. This is a answers video. Of course, as you can see from the title, it is a answers video. This is actually video number 4 of the Q&A. If you're a new subscriber or you're a subscriber of mine and you actually do want to answer or ask me a question, please go to the link down below. I'm going to put a link down below in the description. That is the original video for this Q&A, and what I do is I go through them with, you posted first, I'm going to answer your questions. So you can queue up, you can ask as many as you want on there. There's a few questions that I may just type them up. But if you have a question for me, that is the video. So the link will be down below in the description. For the comments for this video, I don't know who's going to comment, but hey, you can say, hey Mark, nice to see you. I don't know, nice shirt. I don't know. So let's get into it. First of all, my scent of the day. Why not? Let's do that. I'm actually gearing up to review this bad boy, so I'm wearing a few more wearings before I basically give you guys my knowledge on this fragrance. This is Fat Electrician. What a sweet name, this one. I love this brand. This is the brand of Eldo, Etat Libre d'Orange. This is a vetiver based fragrance. So Dan, I'm looking at you, Dan the Man. I don't even know if Dan the Man watches my videos anymore. If you do, comment below, buddy. This is a one that I can't wait to review. I've been sitting on this review for a few years now. I've been wanting to review it. So I'm just doing the special final touches on it. 3 sprays, 2 on my neck, 1 on my chest today. It was more of a warmer day. This one's not really geared for summer. It's got some depth to it. Really nice vetiver. Definitely go check it out if you're a fan of vetiver. Now, enough of me blabbing. Let's go to the Q&A. Let's go to a few questions. So the first question is from Led Zeppelin Jam. Sweet name. I think I've answered your question, a question of yours in 3 or 2. I remember that name. But anyway, Led Zeppelin Jam asks, when is an updated top 100 favorite fragrances video coming? Well, if you don't know, I posted a top 100 designer fragrances of my personal taste back a few years back. I did that video, and that video, I'm telling you right now, Mr. Led Zeppelin Jam, that was probably the video that I've worked the hardest on as far as just compiling the list, putting all that information together, putting them in order, taking some fragrances out, putting some in. That one was a tough one. That was definitely time consuming. It was one that I felt was really worthwhile for the channel. Would things change on that video? Perhaps if I did an updated one. Now, I'm in the works right now for my top 100 niche list. Just exclusive niche. I'm working on that right now. It's a work in progress. I've been working on it for a while. But my top favorite 100 personal list, which means, it doesn't matter if you're niche, designer, $5 a bottle, $1,000 a bottle. I'd like to do that next. So it would be my personal. Doesn't matter if you're pricing. I would just go run down the list, 100 fragrances to my favorite fragrance at the moment. I'd like to do that. So Led Zeppelin Jam, hopefully that answered your question. So I got 100 niche coming up. When I say coming up, probably going to be more in 2016 than this year. Unfortunately, I got a lot on my table right here. I'm still working on top 20 spring 2015, so I got to work on those first and then get into the top 100. But and then a niche one. I'd like to do a niche one and then a personal one. Niche and designer, doesn't matter. Just go through it. So that's my idea. That's what's coming up next. Eric Wang. So let's go to Eric Wang's question. What's your favorite fragrance right now? Right now, again, I've been home for a while now. I'm not going overseas anymore. I'm really delving into my own collection quite a bit daily, man. When I go to work, bottle. I'm not sampling as much as I used to. It's more my personal collection, and I'm pretty much enjoying my collection right now. But my favorite fragrance right now would have to be, where are you? Oh, you're right here. Enchanted Forest. This is one that you guys haven't seen in any of my haul videos because it's a new bottle to me. Fragrance Bros, Daver did a split on this recently for me a few months back. I think I got it back in spring. And you're going to see this bottle showing up in my top 20 spring and summer list. Oh, this is absolutely gorgeous. And it might even creep up in my fall list. This one, really a versatile fragrance. Definitely check this one out. This is actually my favorite fragrance right now. If I had to pick one right now, I'd like to keep wearing that. I love it. His next question is Jean-Paul Gaultier Le Male still your signature fragrance? I'm just going to pluck it from my top 20 spring designer list. So there you go. You guys know that it's in there. But Le Male, can I say that it's still my signature? Honestly, guys, I can't think any scent of mine can be declared as a signature scent anymore. As far as, you know, this hobby and what I have beside me here, I have so much to choose from. A fragrance really just goes through, you know, there's some highs and lows in certain fragrances. You know, Le Male will get one year, you know, 30 wearings, we'll say. And then the next year I might just get 15. It's just the way it goes with a collection like mine. It just happens that really signatures, I go through like little signatures, like let's say a certain fall and winter block. I really delve into a fragrance and I might wear it like 30-40 times during that block. It kind of reminds me of Enchanted Forest right now. This is my go-to right now. And I've probably, ever since the split, I've probably worn this a good, I would say 40, maybe even 50 times since I've gotten the bottle. And I'm almost, you know, fairly low, and I'm kind of scared that I split this. I really kind of wanted more. But anyway, so that's basically just to let you know, Le Male is, you know, I'm known for Le Male, but technically there's no real signature anymore for me. Also, Eric Wang asks, what other hobbies do you have outside of collecting fragrances? I think this question has been asked before, but I'll give you a small answer here. I love cooking food, barbecuing. I got a smoker in the backyard here to smoke meats, you know, ribs and stuff like that, chicken. I love barbecuing. That's a huge hobby of mine. I spend a lot of time watching movies. I used to do it much more when I was overseas than when I'm at home, but I'm still, you know, watching a lot of movies. Music's always a hobby of mine. Sports, playing sports, watching sports. You know, I'm a huge Habs fan. I'm a huge Lakers fan for basketball. So watching, playing sports. Those are really, I got a lot of hobbies, and clothing also is a hobby of mine. Trying to find something that's really a nice piece of clothing, especially since I got the office job now. I'm wearing a lot more ties and shirts, and you guys don't really see it. I'm just wearing my grubby little Superman shirt here today. That's a classic though in its own. So yeah, those are pretty much some of my hobbies that I could say. Yeah, that's it. Thank you, Eric Wang, for your questions. Now let's go to Totally Awesome. What kind of screen name is that? That's a sweet screen name. Totally Awesome asks a few questions actually. We'll tackle the first one. What does my username mean? My username stems from my nickname back in high school. My last name is a fairly long last name. It's a French last name, and shortening it when we were in high school, especially when I was in sports. I used to play basketball, volleyball, soccer, among other sports, but when we were playing sports, we always used our last names, and if it was a short last name, it was good, but if you had a really long last name, they'd probably shorten it up, and that's where that comes from. I don't sell robes, no. Robes is just a short form of my last name. The 08. The 08 is basically, again, from high school. I believe this YouTube channel was, I opened it up back in high school and it remained dormant. It was just something that I signed up to YouTube. I wasn't shooting videos. I was just watching videos. I don't know why I even signed up to YouTube, but that's what it was. The 08 is basically from Kobe Bryant. I'm a huge Lakers fan, as you know. And back in high school, Kobe was the the shit, and I just put my nickname and '08, and that's how it went. Robes '08. Next, your next question is, what were your most expensive buys that turned out to be flops? Well, I guess we can look beside me here. A lot of my niche fragrances here. There's a lot of flops, guys, that I've purchased. As you know, most of my collection is blind buys. Again, don't do what I do, kids. There's a lot here. White Oud from Untitled right here. That's a waste of money right there for me. In my creeds, I don't see anything really that crazy as far as me not really liking it. Another 13 from Le Labo. That was a good buy as far as it's hard to get, but at the same time I don't wear it that much. Bad buy. Expensive buys. Tom Ford Private Blends, Purple Patchouli and Moss Bresh. I went on eBay and I bought those two $200 each, and they turned out to be fake. And that's before anybody really knew about these Tom Ford Private Blends that were fake. I should have known better. I got excited. I've been looking for those, and I'm still looking for them because I got fakes. So that one bit me in the butt. So those are a lot more than that. When you blind buy, you get burned quite a bit. Gonzaga. Now let's take a look at questions from Gonzaga Fragrance 206. Gonzaga Fragrance has actually 4 questions for me, so let's run through them one by one. First question is, name a fragrance reviewer who has retired or is no longer making videos that you wish would come back and make videos again. That list is large. I wish a lot of fragrance reviewers would come back. There's a lot that come to mind. There's a lot of great reviewers that aren't reviewing anymore, especially when I was just starting out. You know, Tim Sweatkoff, I'd love for him to come back, even though he just does designers. Who cares? That was the guy that I based my reviews on. Cubby, J.R. Ryder, Brandon, Cutlass Supreme, and the list goes on and on. But the one person that I would love to come back, and I know the fragrance community would love for him to come back, is Miguel Hero. Not only was he a great fragrance reviewer, and he really sought out, you know, especially later in his fragrance career, we'll say, on YouTube, he really tried to find different brands, and he was really into it, and I really enjoyed his style, and a lot of you out there did love his style. I'd love to see him come back with a vengeance. That's something that our fragrance community actually needs, so I would ask for Miguel to come back. 2. Name one discontinued fragrance that you wish would get re-released again. There is so many in my mind. Niche designer. I would probably go right now. I'd love for M7 to come back. You know, the original formulation. I'd really love M7 to come back. Again, that's a fragrance that a lot of you know about. That would be probably the one I'd like to see make a nice return here. Next, your biggest complaint or pet peeve about the fragrance industry. Biggest pet peeve would have to be, once something sells, other fragrance houses really jump on that bandwagon really quickly. And the thing is they go so quick to duplicate it or try to make their own thing that they're really not trying to be unique. You know, if, let's say the note du jour is, let's say, oud. And we've seen this before. One designer house releases an oud-based fragrance, and then everybody else just joins into the party. The thing is that's all great, and you can see that, you know, sport flankers, and now it's going to intense version or parfum editions, which I like. I love that these fragrance houses are doing oud-based and parfum-based fragrances and stronger concentration for the men out there. Keep doing that. I like those kind of trends, but at the same time, like sport and things like that, and just add a little bit of citrus off top. I really do not like that kind of trend. Next, what is the most hilarious comment you ever gotten about one of your fragrance reviews? What did I get? What is one way back when I did Azaro Chrome, and I know Polly did a spoof on that. Some guy was saying that my rating system at the end of my fragrance reviews is my rating system's flawed. Just because I said that Chrome was, you know, I don't know what I rated. I rated it like an 8 across the board. You know, it was very versatile fragrance. It had good longevity, good projection, and the smell was kind of okay. But then at the end, I gave an overall score of like a 4 or something, and everybody's up in arms, and my rating system's flawed. Unfortunately, you know, that person, just because a fragrance, let's say, has really strong longevity and great in the projection, and versatility is pretty good, does not mean at the end of the day that this fragrance is a great fragrance. So that was a pretty hilarious comment. I just got one recently, actually video today. Some guy just told me to say, what did he say? He's like, you just need to retire, you old man. you're out of the game or something like that. I felt that one was pretty funny. But yeah, I get those daily. But that one's probably the rating system is flawed. That one was a good one. Next question is from Oliver A. What are your top 5 most versatile fragrances from your collection? That sounds like a video idea. So I'd rather not really answer it. But on top of my head, I could say many creeds come to mind. The bottle's right beside me right here. Millésime Impérial, Green Irish Tweed, Silver Mountain Water. Those type of fragrances, you just don't have to think about it. You just wear them. Designer, I know a lot of fragrances like Boss Bottled and Yves Saint Laurent's. Those are 2 fragrances that I don't have to really think about it. They're just very versatile. Wear it, dress it up, dress it down, any real season. It's just signature scent worthy type fragrances. So those are the ones that come to mind. Next question is from Ozan Lan. Hi, how much have you spent on all your fragrances in total? Smiley face. And please tell us one single fragrance that you smelled and just hated it. Thanks. My collection is worth probably tens of thousands easily. A lot of my hauls have ran up to $10,000, which was kind of stupid, but at the same time, it is one of my hobbies. And yeah, that was, I would probably say close to, this collection's probably worth close to 100K easily. Now your next question, one single fragrance that I've smelt and just hated it, would have to be Chypre Rouge by Serge Lutens. That fragrance is so strong, so bold. Jesus, that fragrance is, the blend off the top is just completely wrong. It's so screeching. I can't do it. The note breakdown, if you take a look at the note breakdown of Chypre Rouge, you'd think this is up for me. You know, it's got pine, it's got honey. I don't remember all the notes, but I remember it was a pine-based fragrance. I'm like, ooh, I'm gonna love this. But no, it was just way too loud, way too harsh, way too screechy. It just didn't work. It had a herbal kind of punch to it too. It really didn't work on my skin, and I absolutely detest. It almost made me sick, Chypre Rouge. Not a lot of fragrances kind of make me sick. If it's a bad fragrance, it's just bad. If I don't like it, I don't like it. But I see a lot of redeeming qualities in a lot of fragrances. That one I just can't wear. I just can't. It makes me sick. Next, and the last question of this Q&A would have to be from Adam Urbaniak. Hey Mark, I'd like to know if you ever sold a bottle without having a backup. So as a example, something that you really disliked. Adam, as much as I hate a fragrance, and you guys know I don't know if I got a couple crappies here that I can show you. Whoa. Oh, remember this bottle? FC UK, still got it. This is probably one of the worst fragrances as far as smelling wise. As much as I hate a fragrance, I am a true collector. And I can say this with confidence, I have never sold a bottle. I am a true collector. All of these, I've never sold a bottle, guys. I've always purchased. No one has ever purchased a bottle from me. I've given out bottles as far as a giveaway, but other than that, never sold them. Never. So everybody, thank you for your questions. Hopefully you enjoyed the Q&A. Have a good one, guys.